Hi, I'm Mike. There are a few things that can decimate a hayfield: drought, fire, insects, and of course, hail. Today we deal with just that and continue fighting Mother Nature on our Wyoming Life. Welcome back, and thanks for continuing to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Please subscribe, follow along as my wife Erin and I continue a tradition here in Wyoming and manage a ranch that's been in operation for over a century. Over that time, this land has seen many hardships, from blizzards to tornadoes, and today we found ourselves faced with a summertime adversary of lakes which we've never seen on our time here on the ranch. It's haying season here. In fact, I've been working on a haying video for you. I feel a little bit bad because this is the first haying video of 2019 that we put out, aside from the one a couple weeks ago, getting the equipment out and getting it ready to go. Rest assured, in the last couple of weeks, we've been making hay, lots of it. Hay that the cows depend on for winter and as their only source of food. We've been faced with some rain that slowed us down. We've been trucking right along. However, we have had some help from some friends from North Carolina, and it's been a godsend.
We'll probably run into a couple other spots like that too.
And getting things done a lot faster than if I've been haying all by myself like I have been for the last couple of years. But it doesn't matter how many people you have around. If it rains, you're done until things dry up. Cutting wet grass doesn't work well. And if you have it cut, then it gets rained on, then you have to wait for that to dry too. If it's in windrows, ready to be baled, and it rains, then you have to roll it over again to dry it out. And once it's dry enough, then you might actually get to make a bale. All it takes is just one little rain shower to slow down the entire process. In a normal year, we can cut hay one day, rake it and bale it the next. With humidity down around 30% and no chance of rain, the grass dries very quickly. So far this year, though, we've had very minimal breakdowns. We've had to sharpen a few cutting teeth, more than usual, but that's a good problem, and it's due to thick hay that we've been cutting. The thicker hay has been dulling the teeth faster and forcing us to sharpen more than usual. So for our first haying video of 2019, I thought that I would make a video that's been much requested here on the channel. A group of folks have been requesting a purely drone filmed video, one showing views from around the ranch, and I thought that haying might be a great time to do that, kind of two birds with one stone type of thing. The ability to show some great views, as well as the haying process as tractors move through the field doing their thing. While I was filming a segment of the drone footage, disaster struck. While filming raking a field. In fact, I had our friend Dave driving the tractor as I flew the drone. As you know, I can do both at the same time. I've done it lots of times, but since we have help, why not let him help? So I'm filming with the drone, Dave's driving, I'm about 100 feet in the air, and I really did start getting some weird responses in the controls of the drone. Then I lost control of the drone altogether. Here you can see me in the gator, and I'm actually chasing after the drone as it's moving away from me, apparently under its own control. After a bit, I did get a little bit of control of it. I started to bring it into land, and I wasn't really sure what was going on, but then I lost control of it again. And once the rain hit, well, off it went. Odd thing was that we had pretty clear skies. There was a storm in the distance. We were pretty sure it was going to go around us, but man, were we wrong. The hail then hit the drone. And once that happened, I lost all ability to control it, and it took off. Best guess is that the storm, even before it hit, had some electrical influence maybe on the internal circuitry, rendering me as useless and Sir Isaac Newton in the pilot seat. After flying for over a mile away, the drone does start towards the ground, where it smashes hard and still records for a full minute. The hail pounds the camera and rolls the mount over and over again until the camera finally died. Who knows if the drone will ever fly again? But really, that's the least of our problems. Fields that were full of clover and alfalfa only 10 minutes ago, completely destroyed. Hundreds of acres are pounded into the ground. Stalks are broken off and left just as sticks sticking out of the ground. We've completely lost about 200 acres of alfalfa. We've also lost any clover and alfalfa that was mixed in with any of the prairie grasses. And although I don't know the specifics yet until we get out and cut some more, best guess is that with the hail, we lost about half of our hay crop, which is almost guaranteed to require us to buy hay this year. The storm hit about 5 miles away, but at home, Erin's gardens took a beating, affecting the bottom line of her produce business. And it also affects the Edible Prairie Project nonprofit weekly produce baskets. Erin's produce is slated to go into the weekly baskets that start less than 2 weeks from now, and crops, well, they're going to be delayed. Overall, 10 minutes has changed our entire plan for the entire year. One cloud full of ice was all it took to cost us thousands of dollars. Depending on hay prices this year, it could be between $20,000 and $30,000 for a storm that lasted 10 minutes. That's what, $2,500 per minute, what I wouldn't give for that hourly wage. So yeah, came in the house, I'm gonna have a drink, and then I guess I'm gonna tackle the problem. The 200 acres that we can't cut now, well, we're just gonna let it sit. Maybe there will be some recovery if we get some more rain, who knows. Other hay fields, they're still gonna be cut, and we're gonna move forward with haying. Nothing's really changed. Erin is already, well, in less than a half an hour after the storm, working on replacement crops to take place of the destroyed crops, and some stuff she's just gonna cut off and let it regrow. Battling Mother Nature has really become almost second nature, and keeping up and moving has become a mantra that we can't live down. No one gives up. The cattle here don't. They keep on eating, and we all have somebody counting on us. The cows, by the way, are just fine. I don't even know if they noticed that they were getting pelted by hail that was the size of golf balls. So we won't know where we sit exactly until we have all the hay put up and done. But I can tell you this, we won't be buying hay this year. The ranch just can't afford it. The herd size will be reduced to match the amount of hay that we end up with. It's pretty much how it works. You take your lumps, you may lose ground, then you rebuild. Farmers and ranchers have been doing it for years. We may get knocked down, but we always try our best to never get knocked out. Erin and I are going to spend a little time regrouping. We have to concentrate as much as possible on getting the rest of the hay put up that we have left to cut and bale, and then I guess we come up with a plan. When we do know where we sit with the hay crop, we'll let you know. Until then, I am going to finish this, and then I'm going to go hug the kids, and then I'm going to go back to work. Keep an eye out on Facebook, follow us there. I'll be posting the entire 6-minute video of the drone's adventure in the hailstorm here within the next couple of days, so keep an eye for that. Please subscribe. When you explore the ranch life, you never know where you may end up. So have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.